Hello and welcome to my channel and another video in my unboxing series. Now, if you're new here, my channel is dedicated to everything that has to do with the art of filmmaking, and in today's episode we will be taking a closer look at the Shinobi 7 RX and the Atomos TX. Now, if you're unfamiliar with these products, these are Atomos' latest offerings in the world of wireless monitoring. So without further ado, let's get started and dive right in, and we're gonna start off with the Shinobi 7 RX. Now, I am always very curious to see what these boxes contain when I'm opening them, because I haven't been able to go to the store and purchase one myself. This was bought online from B&H in New York City, and there's no way I'm going to travel to New York to see what is exactly inside of the box before I make a purchase. I'm not doing these unboxing videos to show off any new and shiny equipment I have bought. It is to show you exactly what is inside of the box so you can make an informed decision when you decide to put down your hard-earned money and buy a monitor like this for yourself. Now take a closer look at this. Wow, this is the Atomos Shinobi 7 RX. What a wonderful, wonderful first impression. So let's just real quick go over and see what this monitor actually includes. So we have a 1/4 inch thread on top with guide pins here so it doesn't come loose and doesn't twist. That's a really nice addition to see. So let's take a closer look at what's on the back of the monitor. On top we can see we have 2 Wi-Fi antennas, one on each side. And we also have a dual NPF battery style slot, so we can use our existing NPF batteries from Sony or Swit or Hawkwoods or whatever kind of batteries you have. We also have 2 SDI ports. We have one going in and one going out, and they're both 3G, so that means they support a signal of up to 2K and 60p. And these HDMI ports, they support 4K signals up to 60p. Furthermore, we have a DC port on the bottom. This runs from 6.2 volts to 16.18 volts. And we can also use a power delivery via the USB-C protocol. So let's lift it up and see what more we have. We also have a 1/4 inch thread on the bottom with area locating pins. This is very, very nice. So we can mount the monitor either on the bottom or on the top. On the side here, we have our headphone out as well as our remote. And on the side, we have our on and off button. And we also find an SD card slot. Now here we can easily install our LUTs and also update our firmware via the SD card. Overall, my first impression of the monitor is really nice. I mean, it feels really sturdy. It feels really rugged and well built. It's a bit on the heavier side, but it's not quite as heavy as I would have expected. Back in the day, I used to shoot with an Atomos Shogun, and I thought that was a really drag when I was going outside on trips and shoots. But I mean, this is a really well balanced and really nicely laid out monitor, and it's not too heavy either. So my first impression is really nice. So let's see what else Atomos is applying here in the box. We're just going to set this monitor down for now. We're going to open up here and see what else they are including. And we have our normal leaflet or brochure that Atomos is, advertising their products, the Atomos product range. We have monitors, monitor recordings, pan tilt, zoom cameras, accessories, lighting and audio and all this stuff. I mean, Atomos is no longer just a monitoring company, which they used to be in the past. They have ventured into different areas of video production. So we can also see here introducing the Atomosphere. Atomosphere is a cloud-based production ecosystem for media storage, backup, camera to cloud workflows, file sharing, review and approval and more. And we can activate our free 20 gigabytes Atomosphere account here just using this code here with your phone or your iPad or something like that. So it says here that it's just been giving a bit of information, I mean, obviously there are Atomos, so they want to advertise their products. And here we have a nice little leaflet that says Shinobi 7 RX. Let's get started. So here it says what's inside of the box, how to connect and power it off. and HDMI, and just going over all the ports and stuff like that. And we can also see here that it's clearly laid out. And here we have an example of the RX setup. So you can actually run 1, 2, 3, 4 monitors off of one Atomos transmitter, as well as a mobile app. Now I'm guessing this is actually 4 in total. I don't think you can do 4 and the mobile app, but that will be interesting to see when I hook it up and start piecing everything together. So that is basically what the leaflets are about. They're also providing a USB-C cable. Now this looks like a very sturdy, nice cable that they are supplying. And here, I'm guessing these are the antennas. I mean, I almost missed that box. So let's see if we can open it. And inside, we will find our 2 antennas, as well as some coloring buttons. I guess these are for keeping control of our monitor, so we can see which one is which. So putting those aside for now, we are just going to open up with our scissor like this and take out these 2 antennas, and they can be bent one way like this. So let's just put this box out of the way for now, and we are going to see if we can mount the antennas. Just going to take that little cap off, and you see here they only go one way, so we are going to mount the antenna like this, taking off the other cap, and mount the antenna like so. And now we have our monitor more or less ready to go. And now you will just need some kind of power, either if you're using DTAP or the USB-C power delivery protocol, or if you want to use a DTAP battery or something like that, you can. And the next thing you will need is obviously some way of mounting your monitor. Let's put that one aside for now. We're just going to place it here. And let's also take a look at the Atomos TX. Now, I'm really excited because I haven't bought into a wireless system before, so I'm curious to see how my hard-earned money was actually spent. Okay, wow. My first impression, ooh, this is quite heavy. But at the same time, it's not as big as I would have expected. Now, wow, this oozes of quality, no question about it. So, this is the Atomos TX. So you can hook this up to your camera. We have a 3G SDI in, so that's your 1080 signal, as well as an HDMI in and an HDMI out. We can power it via this, I'm guessing this is an NPF battery slot, or you can also use the USB-C power delivery protocol, as well as your DC in. So here we turn it on and off, and I'm guessing this is for navigating through the menus. This is a kind of a jog wheel, and it has a resistance that goes back and forth. On the top, we have the antennas, so they should hopefully be included here. Let's see what's inside. So here we get a little brochure from Atomos. It says, let's get started with the TX RX series. And you can see here, it shows how we connect the monitor recorder via HDMI, SDI, and how also one-to-one setup with a camera, monitor, and recorder. So I mean, this is a total package if you decide to buy into it. We can see here it has an OLED display, and you can pair it via an app either on your Android or iOS phone, and it says here how to do it, and there's some specifications here. And also here we have an example for an app and multiple RX output setup. So there's a little bit of written information in here if you don't have access to an internet connection where you are. So putting that one aside, we are going to see they are giving us a nice little shoe. We can mount it on the bottom via the 1/4" thread, like so. You can obviously attach whatever you want, but they're giving us this little cold shoe adapter so we can put the monitor straight onto our camera, or what kind of connection, if you have a magic arm or something like this, is just your industry standard connection here. They're also giving us a USB-C to USB cable. I'm guessing this is for updating firmware and such on the Atomos TX. And let's see here, the antennas are falling out. This is a small little pouch for storing your antennas if when it's not in use. A nice little pouch, I mean, it is what it is. And the antennas are, I'm guessing they are the same as on the monitor. So they just go on the top like this. And like so. And we can, you know, go like this if you wanna extend or make the maximum out of the location you are at. So these were the included accessories with the Atomos TX and Atomos RX combination. That's just going to turn this around so we can get a nice look at both these devices. So this is the 7-inch Atomos Shinobi 7 RX, and this is the Atomos TX. This is your wireless package where you can take on set. You can give one to your director or producer, and you can also use it for a follow focus operator. You mount this to your camera, you give this to whoever is watching your recordings, and we no longer have to have our client looking over our shoulder and what we're doing on our own monitor. We can just give them this and see here you have a confidence monitor. Look at the results. Is there anything you want me to adjust? Perhaps there's a little bit of, you want a little bit of different composition or framing, and it's a really, really nice addition to your kit. I do hope you enjoyed this little unboxing video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, perhaps even sharing it with your friends. And please also do consider subscribing to my channel, because there's a lot more content like this coming on filmmaking tips and gear in general, and also on the Atomos Shinobi RX and TX system. Next time we will be building a director's monitor kit, so watch out for that video in a coming episode. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.